EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. He signed back to 500 after they picked up the victory last week. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Colts. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Today, ball teed up and ready. Monday night primetime is underway. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Right side is wheeled in by Warren. He's tackled with a first down yardage. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Here's the one back on the handoff. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back-to-back carries here. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stops on his own side at the 49. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Back to the well again. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And this opening drive headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Another gain to Judkins. Like a turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it out to the 35. before he's tracked down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week.
Brings up second and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Hits his running back. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards. And the Browns.
Offense is set. First and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And this one doesn't go far. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, you know, this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Ethan Evans on down to punt.
On the coverage.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet there. By turning them against their own team, they're quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and you might even hear a few bluebirds.
From the gun, Judkins. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in '04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
Secures this at the 17. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Is a dive up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
He's going to throw this one. Completed to his running back. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Airing it out to start this drive. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
a loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
First down, Browns.
Zone read, this is Judkins. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Judkins up the middle. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dumped off to his running back. And he goes out a little short of the 40. So 1st down from the 41.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Browns 1st down.
Back to throw now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All set now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Browns. First down.
Setting him on the dime. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Catch made. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Out of his shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you gonna do?
They're going for this, thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a 1st down. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Starts the return at the 34. Massive hit! The ball is out! And their offense still gets this one. They're taking over as the fumble skips out of bounds. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Throwing on 2nd. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 3rd down here, need 8 on play. Throw here, 3rd down. Setting up the running back screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's down, downfield. He's got it. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Connecting again with Downs. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing it again here. That one's complete right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 26-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Complete to the right side. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Number 36.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off, a little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. He's got it, complete to Downs. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's another Colts.
Goal to go, it's a pass play. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
They give it to him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First down, play action. Find the comeback route. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cleveland.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
28-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It's second and inches.
Back to pass on second and short. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
It's now third down and less than
QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Now And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts 15-yard line.
The give here on 2nd. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play will does this.
It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
7.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll go play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Yep, as expected, they go to the grab and start this one off. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins at MetLife Stadium. It's the Jets at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And it's Bo Nix on target with that one. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Kind of surprising for all the points put up on the board that this one would end up as a tie. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's the Jaguars quarterback. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Jaguars are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Eagles. And this is the Commanders' wideout. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 56 yards, touchdown. The Commanders are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. With that, let's take a look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL this past weekend. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Roy Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Colts 7.
Now Roy Gallis on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Another run here from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taken in by Downs, left side. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
On the play.
Trying to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
First down.
All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's got a man left. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They'll run here on first down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Diving forward, and he makes the catch. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's running it right on the option. And he spins right by him. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Browns.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the gun, there you hand it off. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He's going to keep it this time. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Browns first down.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 3-possession game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Shoots away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That one nabbed by Warren. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Rolling back into the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Carson Schlesinger on the tackle.
2nd down pass play coming. That one's complete right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going deep this time. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. And up to the races, middle of the field. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Push for the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. He's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. Now Borregales on to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts offense set to head out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Sign quarterback run here. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be Browns football.
You could almost feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what?
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Back to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Pickup of 2 here, and that's a Browns 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Keeps it on the option here. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. That's good for the 1st. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
25 on that play, and that's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
the design keeper. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have second and goal now at the 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now pressure coming. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts ready to take the field. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Dive play straight ahead. And there's a sign of life in the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Ball at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
Back-to-back carries here. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back to the well again. Ooh, got him close to the line of the game. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another carry for him. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. This 42 yards from the right half. Borregales connects, and the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They'll throw here on 1st. Looking right, and he finds it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5.
Setting up to throw. Left side into the hands of Warren. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it it to him inside. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. On target to Downs. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
First down.
They are throwing it again. Into traffic, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
QB keeps a 2nd down option. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
First down, Browns.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Another one for Judkins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Another gain to Judkins. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? They're the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he is down at the 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good good for a Cleveland first down.
Gain of 20. And the Browns first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, Judkins. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the pistol, here's Judkins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Second down and 10.
I'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
21-yard line.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. They're throwing it. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down. Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Borregales connects. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on seconds. Completed over the middle. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's the long back on the handoff. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 now from the 46. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. First down from the 42.
10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10.
They give it to him again. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. That one nabbed by Warren. And they take him down right along the 30.
A gain of 4 yards.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Browns will take this win home with them. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Indy.